Hi everyone! Today I'm going to read the book called Scribble Stones, and this is written and illustrated by Diane Alber. And then afterwards I'll show you some fun things that you can do with stones. All right, let's get started. This story is about one happy stone who was gray and round and rarely alone. He lived with the others all stacked in a pile and waited calmly with a large friendly smile. Each stone had a purpose, but it wasn't known yet. Some would be landscaping and some a stone pet. There were so many things that the stones could be. The hardest part was just waiting to see. Stone knew that his purpose would brighten someone's day. He just wasn't sure how or in what kind of way. He imagined the things that he might soon become as he watched all the stones get picked one by one. But his happy face slowly turned to a frown as he watched the tall pile start to dwindle on down. And although he was worried, he tried not to care until it was clear he was the last one there. Then it finally happened. Stone was quickly picked up. He was placed on a desk next to a very large cup. As Stone looked around, he thought, "This is so great!" But he soon discovered he was a dull paperweight. "I'm supposed to bring happiness, not hold paper still. There must be a mistake. This just can't be my skill." Then all of a sudden, a splatter flew high, and then some bright scribbles came wiggling by. They were headed right toward the short paper stack, and they filled up the paper on the front and the back. They were all making art. It was happening so fast. Stone feared that the paper would simply not last. He couldn't believe just how much the pile grew. Then he heard a small cry from the fun splatter crew. "We knew that this pile was getting too tall. There is no more paper. We have used it all." The scribbles all cried. They now saw it too. "This is a disaster. Oh, what will we do?" Stone didn't want the scribbles to cry, so he thought of something that they could all try. He slowly rolled down the very large pile and said, "I know how to make you all smile. I know I'm not paper, but I like art too. Do you think you could spare some red, yellow, and blue?" They loved the idea and could not wait to start. Scribble began making a happiness heart. Splatter then painted some pale baby blue. Another scribble added a sunny gold hue. It didn't take long before more stones showed up, and soon the line grew behind the large red cup. To Stone's surprise, he was picked up once more. He had never heard of this happening before. More art was added, and he was on his way to become a small gift to brighten someone's day. Nearby, another stone's journey had begun. He was spreading such happiness and having great fun. Every time he traveled, someone added their part, sometimes just a scribble, sometimes fancy art. With each new layer, there was a story to share, and soon scribble stones were seen everywhere. They traveled the planet. It was quite an event, bringing happiness and fun wherever they went. Now, thousands of stones inspire creativity every day, all because of a paperweight with a will and a way. So, here is how scribble stone art works. Scribble stones are intended to inspire creativity and spread happiness through collaborative art. That means art where you're working together with someone else. Find a stone and add some art, a scribble, a splatter, or a happiness heart, and then give it away and let someone know that this scribble stone makes happiness grow. It's so very simple and easy to do. Just add some more art and give it away too. So you can see, you can add some art, hand it to someone else, and they can add to it. Or you can do some art for someone specific. So for example, I'm going to show you my art. I have a friend, I think you know her. Her name is Mrs. Himmelman, and she has a dog named Stanley that's in her family. I think it's her sister's dog, but they all love that dog and it's their favorite dog. So I made scribble art that has a paw print and it says Stanley on it. You could make some art on a rock for someone in your family or a friend, someone that you could give it to. Now, I know we're doing a lot of social distancing right now, so you can either hold on to it for later, or I know that for Miss Himmelman, I'm planning on just dropping it off on her porch. That way we're not near each other, but she can still get her awesome present. So just find a blank rock. You want to find one that's kind of nice size. You want to find one that's flatter so it's easier to draw or color on. You can use Sharpie, you can use paint. I used a paint called acrylic paint and that seemed to work pretty well and stays on really nice. And then if you're planning on putting this maybe outside in a garden or a backyard, it's a really good idea to spray it with a weather protectant. You'd have to ask your parents about that, but it's just a clear spray that keeps it really nice and helps it so that the paint doesn't wash off in the rain. I hope you guys have a really fun time and I can't wait to see some of your rock art. I would love for you to send me a picture on Class Dojo. Have a great time, guys. Bye.